Hey everyone, today we are going to do a somatic practice for anger. Um, so go ahead and grab a pillow, or you could use a rolled up blanket, or like maybe a rolled up coat or something like that, but ideally a pillow if you have one. So go ahead and grab that. I would love it if you feel called to like, subscribe, or leave me a comment about the video, and I love reading those. So we'll get started. So anger can be a really intense emotion, as I'm sure you know, and kind of watered down versions of anger could be like irritability or annoyance, feeling annoyed with someone. And anger isn't very well accepted in many cultures, including mine. And so it can be kind of a scary one to feel and move through. And I want to differentiate between anger and aggression. So we're talking about anger here, the emotion. We're not talking about aggression where we're taking it out on other people or ourselves through words, actions, etc. So we're talking about moving the energy of anger in our bodies in a healthy way. Um, so we'll go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do is get into our bodies. So we're going to do that by just becoming present with the room. So I want you to just take kind of a quick look, maybe not so quick, but take a look around, look behind you, look above you, look from the left to the right, and look behind you again. And then I want you to just pick one object in the room that draws your attention. Maybe you find it interesting, maybe you think it is pleasant to look at. And as you look at that object, I want you to notice the light on it, how the light hits it, some of the shadows, and then notice what color it is. And I want you to get really specific with what color you're seeing. So if you're looking at something that's, say, green, is it sage green? Is it evergreen green? Is it lime green? And just, I want you to choose kind of the best color for that, the best description you can for that object you're looking at. Okay. Um, so come back to the body and let's give ourselves like a little wiggle. Shift your weight from side to side, feeling the pressure change from left to right. And now we're going to come into the body. And just a reminder, if anything in this practice feels like too much, go ahead and drop it. We want this to feel, we don't want it to feel like too much. Okay, so everything's an invitation. So coming into the body and just noticing the head and any sensations you might feel, noticing the temperature of the room. And as we're going through the body, I want you to notice if you're feeling tension in certain areas and where, if you're feeling like anger, annoyance, irritability, where might it be stemming from? What sensation in the body might it be stemming from? So moving down the neck and into the jaw, maybe give the jaw a little wiggle. You can touch your jaw if you'd like, just gently. And then into the shoulders, and you can give those just a gentle roll. We're not trying to do anything with this movement or work anything out. We're just becoming aware of the body. And then bringing attention to the chest and the back, and you can do that through some spinal flexion, just moving the spine, maybe going side to side, moving, feeling the sides of the body, and then coming into the legs. And you can do this just with your mind. You don't have to be moving around like I am. But if you're having a hard time getting into the body, it's nice to use movement and touch. Okay, and then just taking the hands and starting from the hips and just pushing out. So really feeling the legs and the hips. And the lower legs. And then maybe just give the feet a little squeeze and the toes a little wiggle. And then just notice where you may be feeling some tension or constriction in the body. Okay, so just noticing those areas. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to offer the body some containment. or some structure and feel the strength of our own body. So we're going to take our hands on the outsides of our legs like this, and we're going to take our arm and we're going to be pushing inwards. So first, bringing your attention to maybe where you're feeling just a little tension or constriction in the body, and as if the energy was coming from that space, I want to take your hands and start to push in. So ready, squeeze in, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. And just let that go. And let's do it again. So taking the hands on the outside of the legs, and we're squeezing in with the upper arms as well, and connecting to that tension in the body. And we're going to squeeze for 5. So squeeze, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Noticing how you feel. Has that tension or sensation of anger, has it shifted? Is it the same? Is it bigger? Okay, and the next thing we're going to do is, a lot of the times we can have anger when we feel like someone is basically like intruding on a boundary. So anger is really good for letting us know where we truly want our boundaries to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands. You can take your hands and you can just put them up in front of you. And maybe you could even notice, like me on the camera, and how does it feel? How close I am to you? Do you want me further away? Or at what point, if you were to move towards the camera, would you want to push me away? Or maybe you can bring to mind something that you just really want out of your way, okay? Or connect to that tension. So just connecting to that sensation in your body, maybe a little constriction, maybe it's in a different part of your body, and we're just going to push out. So feeling the hands and slowly push out. Just notice how that feels as you push out. And hold. Notice how that feels. If you want to let go, go ahead and let go. If you want to hold it longer, keep holding. And drop that. Okay, let's do it again. So hands in front, feeling the hands, feeling the arms. Maybe wiggle the bum, feel the bum, feel the lower body. And push out. And maybe you notice you don't want to push out all the way. Maybe you only want to go halfway. So follow your body and what it wants. And hold. Let go when you need to. Okay, let's drop that and just notice what you're feeling. So I'm feeling a lot of heat in my body and it's moving, and that feels good. That shows me that a lot of the energy is moving around. Okay, let's do it one more time. And when you do it, I want you to take a breath in, and you can just breathe out nice and slowly through the lips, as if you're blowing out a birthday candle. Okay, so go ahead, feel the arms, feel the lower body, and push. Good, and feel that. Okay, and just drop that. All right, now let's grab that pillow. Give it a little squeeze, feel it against your belly. Okay, and we're gonna just take the top of the pillow. And again, if at this point you're feeling like there's no constriction or anger left in my body, you can go ahead and stop. If you're feeling like really relaxed, but if we've still got more energy, we're going to keep working through that. So again, connecting to the anger, maybe through a thought or through sensation in the body. So feeling the anger, and let's just stay actually with that sensation of anger. And you don't have to go right into like the epicenter of the anger, the sensation. You could go to the outside. So if you want to titrate and move your experience out, definitely that's a good idea. Feel where it's just enough and not too much. So connecting to that, and we're going to push down. So we're going to crush this pillow. And if you want, you can make like an angry face or and clench the teeth, and that can be helpful. Okay, ready? So let's do that. And release. And just notice how that feels. Okay, maybe you got to fluff your pillow again. Let's do this one more time. If you feel like that was enough, then just leave it. Okay, so again, connecting to that sensation, feeling the strength in your body, in your hands, in your arms, and let's go ahead and crush that pillow. And release. Okay, and just let that settle. And just breathe naturally as your body wants you to. If your body's wanting to take deep breaths, then you're taking deep breaths. If it's wanting more of a shallow breath or just a regular steady one, just let that happen. Okay, and then let's take that pillow and let's give it a big, let's hug, squeeze it into the body. And now we're going to be moving into more of like a settling practice after moving all that energy. So just holding the pillow, feeling it against the front of your body, and notice if there's an area that needs more support, like maybe the chest. Oh, sometimes I forgot about my mic. Maybe the chest needs more support, so you can always push it up to your chest or the belly. And if you need more support on your back, then go ahead and lean up against a wall, or could even lay down or sit in a chair. And now let's just rock side to side, really slow. And just finding what feels really good, really soothing. So we're rocking, and just picture this rocking, soothing the nervous system. Good. And just being with your own experience. Okay. Now, you can keep rocking if you'd like. It's up to you. If you're feeling a lot of energy after this practice, it can be a really good idea to go for just like a gentle walk, or go clean the house or something to move the energy. If you're feeling a lot of energy, that can be a good idea. And let me know how you found this practice, and I hope to see you soon. Oh, and remember, with a lot of these exercises, this one would be more specific for anger, but with a lot of my other videos that are teaching nervous system regulation, it's a good idea to be doing this stuff regularly, connecting with the body and soothing the nervous system on a regular basis. So think of it as nervous system hygiene, and I'll see you next time. Bye.